Oh, hey, we're live. Welcome to the Eric and Rodney show with Robin. I'm fucking up my lines. It's the best hour of your day, assuming your day is very, very mediocre. I did it, guys.
You did it good.
Welcome to the show. Very special guest. Robin, do you want to pronounce your name?
Hi, Jamie.
Jamie, that's right.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me on.
So we were discussing booze. Because I'm hungover,
Yes.
I came in second place at trivia last night.
Now, why are you hungover? Because of trivia?
Because of trivia, I had very many drinks, and then I drank to drown the sorrow of coming in second place. Which the last
How many teams were there? There were only two teams. You said?
Yeah, we're idiots.
There was only one team.
Yeah, we managed to come in second. Oh God,
we were beat by ourselves.
yeah. I was three second place finishes in a row. We're the Buffalo Bills of bar trivia. But
Can I tell you a quick story? I did some trivia one time at a bar, and sadly enough, none of us were drinking enough, and we came in fifth.
Out of how many?
So yeah, maybe 4.
Nice work.
It was terrible. It was horrendous. It was terrible.
Yeah, we had a strong overtime. Where you get to bet all 10 points. And if you bet 10 points, you get 10 points. If you bet whatever, you lose the thing. And we went all in trying to win. We got both of them right. And it still wasn't enough. But I want to talk about your $36 drink of choice that we were talking about.
That's right.
So organic stone fruit.
Organic stone fruit. That's right. Well, so what I was saying is that since I've moved out to the North Fork, the titles of things have become very exquisite. For example, in a normal place, they'll say this is organic, right? Which God knows what that means, right? I imagine that means they're not pumping it full of all the chemicals. Out here, it would be like this was raised in so-and-so's yard. Or this was, it's just very, like I remember one time I was at a farm and they said, you see these little goats that you're loving on and doing yoga with? And I said, yes, I've seen that little pain in the ass jump on me 3 times now. Tell us more. And they go, that little pain in the ass will make us some cheese later. You know what I mean? Like it's just different, right? Yeah. Like gently touched produce.
Gently caressed.
So yes, there are $36 drinks out here. There are $40 case of donuts. There are $80 pies where I live. But as well, yes. I mean, I'm not making this stuff. I'm just a consumer of them.
Right. Robin, have you ever had a $36 drink in the Philippines? That's got to be like an entire village's worth of water. That's a lake, I think, right?
No. Our bartenders aren't gently touching our drinks enough for it to be that expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Rodney, what kind of booze is going in? Like, it's old-fashioned as bourbon, so it's got to be some sort of bourbon. Do you even know?
I think it's usually 4 Roses.
It's got to be like a single batch or some shit. Normal 4 Roses isn't even $36.
No, it varies. Sometimes they'll really elaborate on it. I think the last one that I had might have been Woodford.
Interesting.
What's the difference between the old fashioned and the Manhattan, though?
It's a very good question. I'll tell you. So a Manhattan is supposed to be rye, sweet vermouth, and a cherry. However, in the United States, we fuck everything up. So we use bourbon, which is already sweet, and sweet vermouth. So usually a very sweet drink. Old fashioned is typically bourbon muddled with a cherry, an orange, and sugar.
Or a stone fruit.
Or stone. Right, a stone fruit, a citrus fruit.
Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. I remember thinking, sometimes I look on the menus and I don't know what they're talking about. What are you saying? Speak it to me.
We're in the golden age of alcoholism because if you were an alcoholic in the 70s, all you had is Miller Lite. And now you're paying $36 for stone fruit, organic fucking Manhattans.
I remember paying $12 for a case of, when I was in college, we're paying $12 for a case of Milwaukee's Best.
Oh, Milwaukee's Best. It tastes like shit. Alex was on my team last night. She's right. I'm sorry. I forgot about the bitters.
Oh, yes, that's right. I have bitters in my cabinet for that. Yeah.
Alex and I had 3 Manhattans each. That was the appetizer for losing trivia. Okay.
Well, there you go.
On the show. Oh, the news. The news.
That's right.
Before we get into the Jamie portion of the morning, we have to cover the news because America demands our opinions on such things. Robin, air traffic control. What do you got?
Okay, so apparently
traffic on the 409.
Are you ever gonna let that joke go? It's just getting out.
You know what you could always say, Robin? If we ever ask about the traffic, because like you're obviously in the helicopter, you could always say, right? Looks like a lot of congestion.
Yeah, you should
That's
do
true somewhere.
Hello, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Melissa likes bourbon too. We're just a big bourbon family here this morning.
Mm-hmm. We need a bourbon sponsor to go with Hot Pockets.
That's right. Oh yeah, the Eric and Rodney Show, sponsored by Hot Pockets, bacon cheddar ranch. Get them at your local, I don't know, convenience.
Get them wherever they sell stuff at. If they sell things, go in there and say, "Where in the hell are the Hot Pockets at?"
Ground control the major.
Oh, I love it. Ground control. There he is. All right, give us the news.
What's the news?
Yeah, so this story
Robin's
wouldn't
got on
exist.
his Jim Jones glasses. Have you noticed?
Yeah, now he's a cult leader.
I
Jones.
watched I watched Jeffrey Dahmer, and my girlfriend was like, "Shit, you guys have the same glasses."
Oh my God, it's Jeffrey Dahmer. I knew I had seen you somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Asian Jeffrey Dahmer. Tremendous.
Okay, so the first story wouldn't actually exist if we didn't have incels. There's an AI influencer, so she's entirely fake, and someone else is just running the account. Her name is Mila Sophia, and she's gone viral after thousands of horny men are commenting.
That's my girlfriend. Stop it.
So apparently in her bio, she's like extremely
Oh my
transparent
God.
that like it's a fake person. But like men don't check it, and they really think she's real, and they're just like drooling all over their keyboards trying to get a date with this girl who doesn't even exist.
I will say the speed with which we incorporate new technology into sex is remarkable. Like AI, brand new. As soon as they're like, how do we fuck this thing? You know what I mean? It's as soon as somebody came up with books, they were like porn. As soon as movies came out, they were like, why don't we film sex? AI, holy shit, I have an idea. Let's incorporate sex somehow. But here's the thing too about incels. So these fucking, you know, the levels of delusion you have to be in your own head to think that you're fucking fat, disgusting behind a keyboard. You see her and you're like, yeah, I got a shot. I got a real shot at this thing.
But hold on a second. Now, hold on, because hold on. What about the guy from FTX? Look at how he looks.
Yeah. But okay,
And
if you have money, sure.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay.
That's
Well, yeah, you're right. These guys probably don't have coin. Okay, so moving on.
Okay, there's another part to this story, whereas she's obviously fake, right? But this chick, also an influencer, evidently, she's created an AI version of herself that these incels are paying $1 a minute to chat with.
Oh my God.
I know.
This girl's real though, right?
She's real, but there's an AI version, and I gotta say, like, she's obviously very pretty, but she's a little bit more attainable than this one, don't you think?
And is the chat a bot?
The chat is a bot. Yeah. So what is she? She's so figured out. Here's the thing: like being an influencer is scalable, but she figured out how to scale it by AIing herself. Not bad. Not bad. That's industrious. This is capitalism. I like it.
God,
she needs to partner with the other lady and really take it to the next level.
So there's they also interviewed a professional matchmaker for this story who was warning people about being catfished. But to me, if this chick starts talking to you and you're an incel, which is probably the case, who in a million years would you think, oh yeah, no, she's really into me. She just needs my social security number for reasons.
Yeah. Date of birth.
Yeah.
Date of birth.
Mother's name.
Yep.
She's beautiful. She's just down on her luck. It's that last trip to Coachella that really put her over the top. Let me help her out. Yeah.
I go to the hair salon every week, although I didn't go yesterday to get my haircut. There's a woman there who's telling this story. She got catfished. She's older. I'd say she's probably like 65. She was talking to someone on one of these dating apps, and he was Belgian, and he worked on an oil rig, and he didn't have access to his money, but his dogs needed food. So he was like, listen, I'm going to pay you back. I just need $600 for dog food. She's like, oh, you know how dog people are. Like, oh my God, the dogs are hungry. Here's $600. You're never going to believe this. Never heard from him again. So, but the dog, I'm sure got the food.
Yeah.
You know what I bet? I bet there was no dogs.
What?
We got, you know what? This is going to turn into a crime solving show. Like I remember back in the day, right? Girls would always be like, you know what? They would say, you know what? Well, I can't imagine what happened. He didn't like you. That's what happened. Right. Yeah. And it's almost like that kind of stuff, right? Like how much food was the dog eat for $600? My goodness.
Well, I think
what's the dog eating?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, dog people do spend a lot of money on dog food.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the real people.
My parents are huge dog people, and they've spent so much money on everything you can imagine.
I love dogs, but they got to be real.
Yeah.
$600 is a lot of money.
How about that guy who paid like $14,000 to turn himself into a dog. Did you see that?
We did.
we
Yeah,
did.
2,000. It was 22,000. Yeah,
Oh
even look at my cup today, everyone. It's my tea cup. Actually, it's not mine. It's my wife's, but thought I would show everyone. Go on. Yeah, it's $22,000. What a costume, right?
Oh, it was.
I told my mom. I said those Mickey Mouse costumes you used to get me at Halloween were traumatized me. I said, you guys see this guy's costume?
I know.
She said, well, I would get you one like that if you come up with the $22,000.
What are these?
There they are.
These are our fans. This is our last fan meet and greet.
Yeah, this is at the Chinese zoo.
You guys got quite the followers.
Oh, we do. We do.
Yikes. Yeah.
Do we have anything else?
Were any of you? Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Were any of you still in the dating scene when like the whole sliding into the DMs was the main form of like the first move?
Bro, when I met my wife, I had a Nokia Razor. That predates your birth.
He doesn't even know what you're talking about.
What is that?
If you said sliding into your DMs in 1999, you I don't know, you're fucking from the future or something. You speak in some jive, something I don't understand. It wasn't a thing.
He thinks that you're talking about one of those Razor scooters, I think.
Yeah, I don't even think he knows.
Around on. He doesn't know what you're saying.
It wasn't even a Nokia Razor. It was the Nokia, like the indestructible thing, that brick of a phone.
The brick, yeah.
So you could play Snake and you could make a phone call, but don't do it before 9 o'clock because then it costs money. We had to wait for any time minutes. You don't understand anything that I'm saying.
You know what? It's funny. I went over to Sprint because after 7 it was free.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're like, it's 6:59. Give me like just a minute.
Yeah. So no, Robin. There was no sliding into DMs. We had to do this crazy thing. You had to talk to girls in real life. It was wild.
Yeah, you go out and meet them at bars or wherever.
Yep. You used to have to put a roofie in their drink, wait till they passed out. It was a whole thing.
It was a big ordeal.
It was a big ordeal. Order them up a nice Manhattan, wait till they go sleepy time, and then you get yourself a wife.
Interesting.
You kids.
Robin's taking notes.
I'm guessing these old methods still work. So.
Oh, very well, Robin.
Well.
Jamie, did you? Well, you said boyfriend. So where'd you guys meet?
We actually met on Bumble.
Oh, see, there you go.
There you go.
How very modern of you.
Yeah, yes. Right. And it was like, we had made a match, and then, the match was almost going to expire, and he extended it, and I was like, oh, well, that was, very nice. So I figured I would reach out and, just say hi and, whatever. And we ended up striking up a great conversation. It wasn't like, just a generic, like, hey, how are you? How's the weather thing? It was like kind of more meaningful, like conversations back and forth. And yeah. And I had it at that point, I had been divorced for like 8 years at that point, I think. Wow. And just was not getting, hitting any luck with anything. And
how many messages in with your boyfriend did he ask for your social security number? What's the
I think there was 3. No.
Yeah. It's like the third date, right? The third.
Yeah. But now
let's make copies of each other's socials.
Yeah.
For funsies.
It'll be 2 years in October.
Oh, congratulations.
Nice.
Another match on Bumble. Bumble's the one where the girls have all the control, right?
Yes.
Girls, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that. Like, why didn't he message first? But I remember Bumble, female first. And actually, my girlfriend, she's in the other room. We also met through Bumble.
Oh yeah.
We're having our anniversary also in October. Surprisingly.
Here's a crazy story for you guys. You ready for it? I met my wife on Hinge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, another app.
Yeah.
I met my wife on Craigslist. You guys, anybody on Craigslist? It's tremendous.
Under services.
Yeah. Oh, you know her too? Right. Yeah, she's very fun.
The whole online dating app, when I first started, I was married before, so I was divorced. And back then, you didn't meet on dating apps. You met at bars, you met through people or friends or whatnot. So when I had gotten divorced and was finally somewhat ready to jump back into that, it was, Match.com was the one, that everybody did. And I felt, I was like, oh my God, this is how it is now. I was like mortified in a way,
It's terrible.
But it expands so many other people that you would never meet. Like I would have never met.
I think later in life, dating is tough because you're drafting in the very late rounds and you're trying to find a starter. Like Tom Brady was taken 199th, right? But that's
that's what I was going to say, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom is the one exception, so it can happen. But if you're looking for a starter and you're drafted in the 7th round, which you are in your 40s, because everybody has baggage, and if they don't have baggage, it's an indication of baggage. Like if you're not, you don't have a divorce in your mid 40s, like what happened? Why weren't you married? You know what I mean?
I feel like the only problem with online dating apps that I can see recently is it can create like very unrealistic dating expectations because you expand yourself to like so many options, and then if you're the kind of person that's very picky, like you won't pick because there's just so many options.
Yeah. Speaking of options, you should see this chick that just messaged me the other day. She's pretty hot. I'm thinking about maybe
I have a call with her later. She said she's interested. Could you imagine though? I'm just thinking, right? Imagine this, right? Imagine that you're some guy and you're at your LARPing convention,
right?
And everyone's showing their girlfriend, and you're like, wait,
yeah,
that's my Susie.
Guys,
you're like, no, that's Jane, or whatever their names are, right? You're like, oh my God, we're all dating the same. Maybe she has a sister. There's a guy right now on 90 Day, I think it's Fiance or one of them shows. And the private detective has told him this is a man pretending to be a woman, like not any sexual stuff, like they're catfishing you. This is make believe, and he's like, I've got to meet him. I think it's her.
The lengths men will go to try to get attractive chicks. Like speaking of 90 Day Fiance, that's the one where the guy showered with his father-in-law, right? Like,
yes.
So my point is, we'll pay $2 a minute. We'll shower with father-in-laws. We don't give a fuck. Like that's how desperate we are.
They were showering with father. When he was showering with her father, and there was a wolf rat in the corner. Remember rinsing his face as well, if I recall.
Yes. Men are out of their goddamn minds. Especially,
he was like, "Can you pass the shampoo, Papa?"
Oh God.
The way Americans react to something that's totally normal in a third world country is hilarious.
Wait, do you shower with your father-in-law?
Of course he does.
I do not, but it's quite common here because apparently a lot of people are cheap and they don't want to pay for running water. So like there's free water available. It only comes on at certain times of the day. So like they join it.
I think
together.
You guys are thinking about this all wrong because when two people shower together, you can't both be in the water. Why don't you just take quicker showers? You know what I mean? Like, all right, you got 2 minutes.
Here's a crazy idea. Right? This is what I think about. This is how I really break it down. We have 24 hours in a day. I'm going to use 8 of those to make enough scratch so I can have some running water.
Right.
Whatever that may be.
Mm-hmm. What's your shower situation here? Are you like once you make it? Do you know that you've made it in the Philippines because you don't have to shower with your father-in-law anymore? Is that the?
Yes.
That's how you mean.
That's a great indicator. Yes, that's true.
Right. I'm in the middle class now. I don't have to shower with Dad.
Paul, get out of my shower. Get out of here. Nice man. Leave him alone.
I don't know how we got here from that story, but anyway, you want to move on to the next one?
Story?
Yeah. Okay. We only covered one so far, actually, and it's 18 minutes.
Michaels, get it right.
Okay, we'll just breeze through these. So yesterday we covered how like the Chinese spy network is going to pay you $15,000 if you out someone who's spying on China. Apparently, there are also Americans who have now just been outed for spying for China. It's a bit confusing because these are naturalized Americans of Chinese descent. What they're doing is they're taking photos and videos of like national defense information. So apparently you get awarded $15K if you out someone. Apparently China's also paying you $15K if you're sending the same information back to China.
Yep. So these two naturalized citizens who became Americans were taking pictures of submarines and sending technical manuals and blueprints of the ship to China for 15 grand. Everything's 15 grand across the board, evidently in China. But for 15 grand, they're getting 20 years to life in the old slammer.
Hold on a second. Do we know their names?
Yeah, they're unpronounceable unless.
Well, hold on. We don't need to pronounce them. Where's the website where we can tell them they've been spying for our 15,000?
Oh, you can turn them in. That's right.
Yes,
we can get our
turn them in. They've been caught for spying. You know what? Here's what I see right now. Hold on. There's 2 of them. I see 60,000. Here's where I'm at with it. 15K for each to the U.S. now that we've alerted them, and then 15K each to the Chinese government for alerting them that they've been caught spying.
Yes. You know what I think we should do? We should give it all to Robin so he doesn't have to shower with his father-in-law anymore. We can bring him out. Bring him out of poverty.
It does. Yeah.
Imagine we gave Robin $60,000, and then 2 hours later in the Philippines, they're like, the government has been overthrown. Robin Valdez is now the dictator of the Philippines. He's
Dictator
It's a bargain
Valdez.
for 60K.
Robin, are you still in the Philippines? Or are you here
Yeah,
in
I
America?
am. No, I live in Manila. I do have aspirations to live in America, though.
Yeah, but then we can't do like 80% of the show is making fun of you in the Philippines. So I don't know.
That is true.
so one of us would have, if he comes here, one of us has to move to the Philippines.
Hey, we got to trade one of us over there.
Yeah, one of us for him.
You do have beautiful beaches, right? You have beautiful beaches there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
All right, I'll go. And you guys like white people over there, I heard, right?
Yes, every
Some
white
of
person is our best friend. That's true.
Nice. Okay, I'll go. I'm not showering with your father-in-law though. You got to tell him right now.
Eric said he will only shower with your mother-in-law. That's his custom.
Yeah, that's right. How's she hot?
In America, just so you know, in America, we only shower with our best friends' wives.
It's very customary.
That's
Yeah.
how it works.
Trade-off.
It comes from the founding fathers. They are always doing that. All right, I don't know, but there's not much more to this Chinese story other than I thought it was weird how into spying they are, but now they're paying people to spy. They just fucking love that shit. I thought that went away with the Cold War. I thought we were done spying, but evidently not.
No.
Like, what do you need a blueprint for a submarine? Aren't you just going to blow it up? If we go to war, aren't you just going to hit it with a fucking missile? Like, what do you need to know how it runs?
Yeah, like what are they? They're like, oh, the atomic bomb's not gonna. Oh my god, they have that special steel. Get in here.
Right.
I don't. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah. What's the next, Robin? What do we got? Something good? Great tale.
Yeah. Well, this is so like there's you've realized how there's a lot of new cases of people being angry on airplanes.
Yes.
So it's actually gone up by 47% globally just in this year alone. And they've apparently like found out the reason why. It's because it's actually because of COVID. So like when COVID happened, a lot of the people who are experienced crew members left the industry because there's not enough flights. So they put these new people now who don't know how to take care of these angry passengers. And then on top of that, COVID measures, like with the social distancing, actually implemented discipline. And now that's gone. Nobody just really gives a shit. So
yeah. This is multi-layered. I think airplanes, follow me, are the Florida of transportation. Like a wild shit happens all the time. I think partly because airports are lawless. Like you can drink at 6 a.m. You can sleep on the floor. A bag of chips,
tacos. Yeah,
like it's fucking. It's like it's total chaos. And they said in the article that part of the problem is the like no frill airlines, which is to say that now poor people can fly, which is get those poor people off these airplanes. It used to be a rich man's game. You ever see like pictures of a plane in the 50s? Everybody's in a suit and shit.
Yeah.
now it was
now
legal
people
to
walk around with their socks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new world. Yeah. I got to tell you, if you ever really want to experience I don't know if they're around anymore, but I took a Spirit airline one time, and it was really something.
It's chaos. It's like Ryanair.
It was crazy. It was like New York City. It was like Times Square.
Well, you know, some of the planes are called like Airbuses, but they truly now they're like buses. Like I've never been on a bus. I'm too pretty for public transportation, but I feel like that's what buses would be like. Just fucking chaos. Just a bunch of poor people without seatbelts starting bonfires. A zoo. It's a fucking
a zoo. Yeah.
That's a bonfire in a bus.
I was on a Ryanair flight and there was a fucking bonfire going. It was the craziest shit ever.
Robin, have you seen any footage of San Francisco? Why is there a bonfire in the middle of the street and guys fighting and guys taking off their boots and beating each other with them?
We just love fires. Here's the thing too. So they spotlight 4 different episodes of like passenger unruliness in this article. One dude in Thailand left his luggage by accident and demanded they turn the plane around. And they did.
Wow. Wow.
Insane.
I went to Dunkin' Donuts this morning, and the chick in front of me took like 15 minutes. Like she's like pointing at her phone. There must be like I thought she thought she was gonna get 20 cents off a Munchkin or something, and she's just sitting there. The whole fucking line. It's backed up for 3 miles because this chick has to have a 5-minute conversation. It's the same ideology. Like just have a little presence that there's other people with needs. Like fuck you, fuck your phone, get out of the line. And this guy, that's the same thing. I left my luggage. Can you turn? No, there's 200 people that didn't leave their luggage. They should be catered to, not you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
By the way,
it's like is that him?
You're never gonna believe Methany. This is one of the chicks that got into a fight and caused a plane to land.
Is this Methany?
This is Methany. Yes. If you see her get on a flight, you're gonna. I'm sorry, man. You look like trouble.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
I don't know.
Ankles. Scary stuff.
I also don't think that airlines do themselves a favor because they fuck up a lot. Like I went to Vegas once with a friend of mine. We're in line with each other. He checks his bag, no problem. I'm 2 minutes behind him. Check my bag. His bag makes it, mine doesn't. How the fuck? How did you fuck this up? It's going on the same conveyor belt. Did you just kick it off? Like I don't know. It's it's lawless.
That's why I try to always do carry on now.
Yeah, but I get an anxiety about whether or not I'm gonna have like a space above my, you know what I mean? And then
I know. That's why you got to pay the little extra money to be seated first, on the plane.
Right now, Joe, I need a little hair of the dog. Do you guys do that do you drink when you're hungover?
I have.
I don't like it. It makes me feel like a real alcoholic instead of a passive alcoholic.
Makes you feel like you're on Mad Men.
Some people drink pickle juice as a cure. Did you ever
pickle juice?
try that? Yeah, I mean, I had a boss once years ago who's from Belarus, and he was like, Jamie, you've got to try the pickle juice. That's like the hangover cure. But I can never stomach it. I love pickles and stuff, but when you're sick from a hangover, it doesn't sound so appealing.
Yeah, but we had a guy on the other day that owns a cryotherapy place, and they have a hangover cure for $200. They put I don't know, it's like an IV or something.
IV,
right? Yeah. I would pay $200 right now.
Yeah, like I could see that being very helpful. Absolutely.
Especially if you know that that's what you're going to do in the morning, and then you could go even harder the night before. He's like, fuck that. That's tomorrow me's issue.
You know what you do? This is what you do. Is you have one that morning, get yourself straightened out, and then you have one while you're doing it. You're like, where's my levels, doc? Don't talk to me. Talk to me, Goose.
See if you can outdrink the IV machine. I bet I can.
That's right.
Completely different topic, but did anybody watch the Shabusiness trial?
The who?
You don't know what that is?
No.
Shabusiness?
Shabusiness?
Oh
No.
my god! It took place out on the West Coast, and she dismembered her boyfriend and like left pieces of him all around the mother's house, and like the head and his penis in a bucket.
Penis in a bucket.
She used a serrated bread knife.
Oh, that's a good way to get a penis off. Yeah.
I mean, she's absolutely insane. And when they had clips of like pre-trial, she went after her attorney in the court. I mean, I can't believe you have to look that up. Her last name is Shabusiness.
That's a great name.
It is. Yeah. I'm like,
is she in jail now, or is she on a dating app or in jail?
She's
in jail. Well, no, she's on Hinge. I heard.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Robin, watch out!
Is this spelled SHA business?
Yeah.
Shabusiness.
Yeah, you got to look her up and read about
Eric's
her.
thinking about changing his name.
Absolutely. They just had the trial at the end of July because I love watching all that stuff, and it took like 3 days, and they convicted her obviously on every single count. And I
have a question.
Yeah.
Go on. I'm sorry, but I have a question. I just wanted to tell you. Well, I'll ask it now. Then I was watching something the other day at my mom's house, and it wasn't the Scientology channel, Eric. I got away from it. And there was a show on, right? You remember that boy? Well, he's a man, I guess. Scott Peterson. You know what I'm talking about? Or Patterson? Is it Peterson or Patterson? He killed his wife and the kids. Yeah.
He killed his wife.
Well, anyway, no, hold on now. There people are saying that he might not have done it. That it might have been some people that broke in.
I'm not sure.
I couldn't believe it either, but I'm telling you, there's a show where people were saying it. Nancy Grace disagreed with him, but we know she's a little bit nutty, but.
Look at that. She's not
that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. It's always, you know what it is? It's always I don't know. I don't know anything about the case. I thought he killed everybody, but apparently they're saying that somebody broke in and could have done it. Or he's saying that too, and a bunch of other people. It's insane.
Was he saying that 20 years ago when
he's always said it apparently, because they said I don't know what was going on with him. He was a maniac.
Well, he was having an affair.
Oh. Yeah.
With somebody else.
Yeah, with Amber Heard, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's another.
Can I just ask Jamie? So what about that was an odd segue? We were talking about hangovers, and you're like, oh, this chick cut this guy's penis off with a serrated knife. Is that where?
Sounds like she got a blood album with the serrated knife. If I'm not mistaken.
A nice red knife is her choice.
Right?
Yeah, serrated knife is a good. That's the way to go, I think.
I mean, it was insane. They had the
Yikes.
They had the they had the autopsy done of what pieces left of the body.
Oh God.
And
John Bobbitt got remember his wife cut his wiener off, but then it got sewed back on, and then he did a porn. Like that's a good way to capitalize on
right.
Right? When life gives you lemons, make a porn with your serrated penis.
Make pornade. Right? Life gives you lemons, make pornade.
Yeah. All right, what's next? What do we got?
Do we want to cover both, or because just one? We
just get it done.
Yeah, let's go. Listen, it's Friday.
Yeah.
All right. So the next story is actually quite tragic, but I have to warn you because it might happen to you as well.
Not me.
So before I start, Jamie, are you a lake person or an ocean person?
I am an ocean person.
Well.
Okay. Thank God.
You might not be anymore. No, I don't know. What am I? I'm an ocean person too, Robin. Thank you.
Okay, you two are safe. Good news.
Fuck.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so apparently, there's a danger that if you swim in warm freshwater lakes, you could get inflicted with a very fatal brain-eating amoeba. So apparently there was a 17-year-old in Georgia. She went for a swim. Then she got a very heavy migraine, and apparently it's because there's this amoeba that was eating her brain.
There it is. There's that son of a bitch. That's the amoeba.
There he is.
So it's always almost fatal. And apparently it's not just in lakes. It also exists in Florida tap water.
Oh, you don't say. Well,
that explains a lot. A lot has been explained.
It's not killing enough Floridians. But this is reason 6,832,000,000. There's no God. So you're telling me, oh, God has a plan. He does brain-eating amoebas? Come on. Like, that's intelligent design. He's like, yeah, let's sprinkle a few of those on there. So like some 17-year-old goes swimming and then dies because a thing eats her brain. Come on, God, get your shit together.
Yeah, it's unfortunate they didn't announce that over in Russia. We've discovered over here in the lakes and ponds. We've discovered in Vladimir Putin's bathwater.
No, not yet.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. This is why I don't go outside. Outside is dangerous.
Well, I was in Hilton Head last week, and there was every single day there was shark sightings.
See?
And one person, so we went on a Sunday. On the Friday before, a man's foot got bit by a shark, and every day there was shark sightings around the island, and you had to get out, and they were taking videos of multiple sharks just circling around. I mean, it's insane. Whether it's, you
go into the lake, you get a brain-eating amoeba. You go into the ocean, you get eaten by a shark. You can't do anything more.
Yeah.
You know what the lesson from that story is?
Stay inside and drink.
Stay in the pool. You're right. Get a pool and stay in it.
The worst thing that happens in the pool is you have a lone Band-Aid.
Yeah, the Band-Aids are gross. Band-Aids are always falling off in pools. That's a good point.
Or there's pee in the pool, but that's what
for. Scary stuff.
My favorite thing is we went to my brother-in-law got married in the Dominican, and there was a swim-up bar. Everyone was drinking for 8 hours. Nobody got up to go to the bathroom. It's shocking, right?
Shocker, yeah.
Oh, it's so liberating being able to drink and pee right where you are. You know what I mean? I think that's the height of living. Robin, you ever done that? You ever been in a swim-up bar?
That's kind of fucking gross.
Yeah, every 5 minutes it would get inexplicably warm. You're like, oh, that's nice.
So there was a couple pools on the premises where we were, and I'm like, oh my God, there has to be so much pee in this pool right now. It's like
peeing in the pool is fine. If somebody takes a shit, it's a hole. They get a drain. It's a hole. That's a bridge.
It's a hole. It's a hole. Yeah, it's a bridge too far.
Urine fine.
Guys. It really is.
I know.
It's wild times.
We are. All right.
They're giving an update on my news here about the Gilgo Beach murderer.
That's right. What is that? That's in your neck of the woods, huh?
Yeah, he was killing people. Well, apparently they found several years ago they found I think 16 bodies on the Gilgo Beach. On Gilgo Beach on a inner. I don't know. It's like I'm not terrible with directions, but they found a lot of dead people, and a lot of them were sex workers. One of them was a baby. Ooh. And one of them was an Asian man.
A baby sex worker?
Seems like it was bigger issues. I don't think he was working. Or I don't know if it was a boy or a girl baby, but the detective or whoever he was said that he thought it was. Yikes, Robin, what is that?
It's one of the planes. He needs
not
to direct a plane. Robin, go land that.
Is there a plane that's having a problem? Sorry. They thought one of the sex workers had brought a baby to the work.
God. Oh.
Yeah.
See, this is again.
Yeah.
So the first thing I thought when you said there were 16 dead bodies, are they gonna be sex workers because no one cares about hookers when they get killed, right? Another reason why we should legalize prostitution, because then you can't kill them anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a stupid crime. It's two consenting adults. Who gives a shit?
What if you could tax it?
That's what I'm saying. There's this Family Guy thing. Have you ever seen the Family Guy clip where the cops bust in on a guy about to sleep with a prostitute, but he has a camera set up? He goes, "Oh no, I'm making a porn. I'm paying her." They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Get out of here."
Right. Put a camera in the room and bada bing, bada boom. You're on Pornhub. Now it's legal. Mm-hmm.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Do you want to cover this last one, or do you want to go into the Jamie interview portion of the show?
Well, the last one's gonna be a banger because Rodney is a big fan. I've heard.
Pickleball.
It's about the Tate. No, it's about it's about your good friends, the Tate brothers.
Oh,
though I think this is gonna be like. It's more of an update.
Did he molest someone?
Allegedly.
No. I mean, in this time.
No, he's getting out. He's off of house arrest for molesting.
I thought him and his brother were getting married. Who knew?
No, it's very complicated.
I think we should just cover this.
Let me ask you a quick question, though. I don't understand about this. Maybe I'm not getting it. Why doesn't he just leave Romania? Crazy idea. Just leave. Go somewhere else.
Well, he's under house arrest. If anytime he's going to leave now, well, he's still under some sort of
okay. So I see. Okay, because I'm thinking, you know what? Like, it's like did you ever watch that show Making a Murderer? And the guy got cleared for murder.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm going to stay home. Get out of the town.
Out. Exactly.
I know.
Leave." Mm-hmm. He's like, "This is my home. I can find another home."
Exactly. I know.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about Andrew Tate. I do think it's sad that today's youth have gravitated towards his stupid, goofy brand of misogyny. But do you ever see the Greta Thunberg clapback? Like when they were having a tweet war? Did you ever see this? So she said something like she's out about emissions and stuff. So then he was like, "Hey, I get 33 cars, my Bugatti, blah, 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 2 Ferraris. That's just a start. Please provide me with your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and the respective enormous emissions." So she writes, "Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. Oh my God. It's brilliant. Greta, baby.
Yeah. Apparently, so there was like a theory on how the Tate brothers got arrested was because the police found out that they were in Romania, and it's because Andrew Tate was making a video about Greta Thunberg where he had like
a pizza boxes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then it was a Romanian brand.
Right. Well, he went on. Did you watch the Tucker Carlson interview where he's like, "This is totally bullshit. They got nobody saying anything about anything." And it's like, no, there's like 7 chicks that said you raped them. So it seems like a minor detail you're leaving out there. And also, the Romanian government agrees with them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Crazy time.
Yeah, he seems like a wild animal.
I just don't know how that's like. How is this anyone's dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is my thing with Trump. A big fat orange baby. And then you look at like, this is your guy. Like, there's kids out there go, "Oh, it's so cool. He's wearing a crushed velvet
Versace robe."
It's like a
Versace. I got to be honest. If my idea of wealth is nothing in this picture.
No.
It's not
like cigar. I mean that I can see that's wealth, but I'm saying to me that wouldn't be wealth.
This is what a lonely 13-year-old thinks being wealthy is, and I guess that's who his target demographic.
Or an 18th century ghost. I used to think all the time. I used to always say this, right? Why in the hell does Andrew Tate and his brother dress up like Sherlock and Dr. Watson?
All right.
Right? I'm serious. Like, I always find the richer people get, the creepier they turn into, like old English people with wooden walls and
totally.
Yeah, house coats,
powdered wigs, the whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I think because when you get rich, the little things don't thrill you anymore, so you gotta just get crazy and crazier.
Right.
Yeah.
And take like little submarines down to the Titanic.
Yeah, weirdos.
What are you gonna see now? Like, just there's plenty of pictures. Look at the fucking pictures. You know, they'd be alive today.
You would have to like completely knock me out to put me in a tiny space like that and then go deep into the ocean. I mean, that's a whole different type of person.
The thing I don't understand, they said these people were billionaires.
I know.
Yeah.
The hell would want to do that?
That's like when Kanye West's mom died, right? And they were like, well, she had surgeries in another country.
Yeah, and she had it was liposuction that killed her. Like, dude,
you're telling me no one in Beverly Hills could assist?
I know.
No one.
For Kanye's
he doesn't know anybody. My God, the Kardashians have been completely remade every other month. What in the world?
People die from liposuction. How's that?
Well, she did.
Oh, people
Kanye West's mom did.
They can go septic, dirty, unsterilized medical equipment.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's no good.
And then or they could take out too much and not balance it with fluid, and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking. Oh, yeah. I think this is a good segue, right, into what you do, perhaps. Yeah, you're in the medical. All right, listen. Okay. Well, Rodney, do you want to do the interview? This is so you guys are friends. You know each other. This is how. Yes. How do you know each other?
We've known each other for a long time. I don't even know how long we've known each other. Probably 5 or 6 years.
Okay. At least.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2000.
All right. So what do I do? Just ask questions? No, I'm joking. So Jamie, tell us what you do. What's going on? Tell us what's happening.
Oh, well.
Give us the deets.
Yeah. Give you the deets. Mm-hmm. So I'm currently starting a new position Monday, doing
congratulations.
Thank you. In doing quality and some patient care. Okay. My background for the last 20 years have been in healthcare, and I've been a clinician, and then worked my way up to manager and director role. About 2018, I went back and got my master's from Hofstra Law School.
Yes, I remember that.
Look at you.
Yep, in health law and policy. And
she used to read these long. Oh, I don't want to interrupt you, but she used to read these really long briefs. They were like the most boring things in the world. And she was like, "I just read this one. Can you believe it?" And I would be like, "Rrr." And it would be like, literally, like, Eric, I'm telling you, it was literally snooze. It would like if you wanted to take a long nap, crack into a paragraph. It was terrible. And she'd be like, "Can you believe this happened?" And I'm like, "Yes, it's terrible. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. Go on."
Yes. So I had always really loves law, and I should have been an attorney.
But
went into the medical fields, and kind of had enough of the, being a clinician and like doing that, and was looking for something else to do. And initially I was thinking about getting my MBA, but then I came across this program at Hofstra, and I was like, wow, this is great because I work in real time in the medical field. So I understand the clinical real-time parts. And I know the difficulties in the management because, the top level people are, I'm the middleman, and I try to make top level happy and the clinicians happy and do it all ethically with productivity and things like that. Right. So it's quite a
balancing act. Yeah.
Sure.
Now, you're obviously very accomplished. Would you consider your appearance on the Eric and Rodney show with Robin the highlight of your career so far?
Absolutely. 100%.
Oh yeah.
So I went back and I found this program, and it was in, the legal aspect of healthcare. I was like, well, how wonderful is this? Because now I can kind of marry the two together and have a great understanding with compliance. And what I really like is the fraud, the risk. There's a medical review documentation. Does billing match what the diagnosis?
Bunch of rules, stuff we hate. Things we hate,
So that's kind of like how I kind of segued myself into utilizing what I've learned with my master's.
So you're kind of like a specialist.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm studying to take a certification in healthcare compliance, which is a beast of a certification.
So you just pick the hardest things and then
I tend to do that. I
see. I see. Because with me, like I want to take like drawing.
I know. I know. Yeah. No, I know. I don't know what it is. I just feel like that, I like to pick the hardest thing and feel like that I've accomplished doing something. But
I mean, you've accomplished a lot, but I mean, it's just like, when does it end?
That's a good question. I'd like to get a couple more certifications and then
and then you're done.
Oh, I just want to be comfortable.
I
Do you enjoy comfort? Oh, comfort's the best.
Comfort is good. Comfort is good. Yes.
I like unearned comfort. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do all the hard work to take a nap. You can just take a nap. You can skip right to the end. It's amazing.
I know.
Can't do that when you're an air traffic controller.
No, you take a nap. They say air traffic control is the hardest job in the world, or the most stressful job in the world. And Robin manages to co-host a television show, or whatever the fuck this is, and do that.
And I manage OnlyFans on the bottom half of my...
That's right.
That's why you only see top half of his body.
Jamie, I'm not sure if you've heard, but did you know that Robin was catfished?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell her.
Really? Let me hear this story.
Do I have to say it? Do I have to tell it again?
Yes.
Listen, we're almost at 50 episodes, and I think you've told this story at least half of them. So
really? Okay, tell me.
He loves telling this story. He pretends he doesn't.
Okay, so I was contacted once because I did do modeling a couple of years ago. I still do sometimes. But I was contacted by this one agent, and apparently he knew someone who owned a shoe brand that was up and coming.
He's an agent now.
So,
yeah, he's an agent.
Yeah.
Agent provocateur.
He sent me a sample of these slippers, and he was like, "I want you to take pictures of your feet in these slippers and in these certain poses, and send them to me, and I'll get you as our brand ambassador and our model."
What color were your slippers?
They were just white.
Pink.
Do you still have them?
Yeah, but
do you still wear them?
Proudly. I might still have them, yeah, in the old house. No, no, it was a good reminder. Anyways, so I sent the pictures. I never got paid. Never heard back from them.
But you did get a free pair of slippers, so that's the payment.
Right. So it wasn't a total catfish.
Yeah.
Now, Robin, I'm starting up my own shoe wear line, and I'm looking for models. Do you think that?
Do you know anyone? Do you know anybody?
I would say I'm a professional.
No, I say.
I could do all the poses.
He's moved on to greener pastures now, like the Eric and Rodney show with Robin.
Right. He's a 5-tool player.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man, this hangover. So pickle juice, you're suggesting I should do that?
Hey, that's what my Russian friend says. Pickle juice. Where's buy it?
I don't know that I trust the Russians. Have you heard what they're doing over there in the old?
I know.
We're pickle juicing the place up.
Have you ever tried that liquid IV? You know, in the little packet. Did you ever try that?
Yeah, it's full of electrolytes. Is that gonna work?
You know what? It's funny, Eric. Is I used to know a little packet that could get you resorted.
No, what?
It wasn't an IV though.
What kind of magical stuff are you referring to? I'm sure it's legal. It's all in the
unicorn
dust. You don't like it, but you love the way it smells. That kind of thing.
I was never a big fan. Just love the smell.
I always thought a good way to smuggle cocaine would be on powdered donuts. Because nobody would suspect. It just looks like normal donuts. Consider that.
Yeah, and here's the thing: well, if somebody bit into one, they wouldn't be able to they wouldn't be able to tell the tale anyway.
Exactly.
Forget about not being able to feel your gums. You can't even talk.
I know. I wish I had drugs. What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything? You gonna drink the night away?
I'm gonna play some pickleball. I can tell you that right now, friend. I'm already playing. Someone said today it was gonna rain, and I already been checking the forecast. Looks like 9 o'clock rain for me.
It's cloudy here.
Where are you, Jamie?
I'm in Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut.
Yeah.
I am in. Where are you at, Jamie? You're
I'm in
in
Wolcott, Connecticut, a little town. But my boyfriend and I just recently bought a house, and we'll be moving to Southington, which isn't too far, but still in Connecticut.
I might be moving to Connecticut eventually.
Really? Down in the.
That's where my wife is from. I think we might move to Stonington or Brantford.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I heard as long as they have a pickleball court, I'll be all right. I reckon.
It's gorgeous. Is that like where her family is on that side?
They're in Glastonbury, wherever that is. Yeah.
So you're now choosing houses because of their proximity to pickleball courts. You are a
no. I want my own pickleball court.
Oh, you want your own pickleball?
Yeah. So.
You should look down, also in the Westbrook area is beautiful. Kind of.
I like those areas. They're nice. I always had my heart set on Greenwich.
Greenwich is good.
Yeah, I like Greenwich. But further down we go, I see.
Robin, if you move to the United States, where are you considering? Do you have any ideas?
Florida.
Florida.
Florida's for me.
I
like
like
it.
trips to Gatorland.
You going
Down
to
to
the
Gatorland.
West Coast
Gayland
or
and
East
Disney.
Coast?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about American.
Well, do you want
geography to-
waves or no waves? You want younger people or older people?
Younger people for sure.
You got to go East Coast.
East Coast of Florida, Robin. Write this down. He's never been to the United States, so there's a
Oh.
lot. I know.
He had on a Yankees jersey one day and had no idea who the Yankees were.
It was like, is this a baseball team?
I also had the
It's like
former
the baseball
Guardians.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right. He wore racist. Was it a hat or a shirt?
It was a shirt.
Yeah. You
God
can't.
only knows with Robin. It could be really anything.
Mhm.
He's been
Is it-
canceled
is
so
it-
many times. He's been uncanceled.
But it's not racist to like say the former team name, is it? Or is it also racist?
Yes.
Okay. They don't like. Yeah, you can't say it. You also can't say the former name of the Washington Football Club.
Can I just tell you something last night? So I was
Well,
watching.
what is it?
I can't say it.
We all know. The Browns, which is a terrible name by the way, and the Jets were playing last night, and
Hall of Fame game.
yeah, Hall of Fame game. And who knew DeMarcus Ware could sing? But I digress. And it looks like Darrelle Revis has been left on an island to eat.
Oh, does he?
Um,
Is he? Drill got fat?
Yeah. And then I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to grace us with some throws, but he had Zach Wilson in there, and we already know he sucks. I don't understand. Was
Aaron
the message not
Rodgers,
clear?
yeah.
But here's my question: What was the point of getting Aaron Rodgers? I'm just asking. I know this game is irrelevant, but
Yeah.
just asking. Like, was he? It was to be quarterback, correct?
Right. But I think if he's too good and rich. And,
Well, I don't know if he's that good. We have yet to see.
well, it's a mystery.
Let me explain to you what happens. People come to the Jets. Like you see, let me explain to you. Tom Brady left the Patriots and soared like an eagle. If Tom Brady had come to the Jets, he would have soared like a pigeon.
Yes, he would have shit his pants. Yeah, anyone who puts on
Brett
that green
Favre
jersey
was amazing. Came here and what was it? 3 games in and he was injured.
Jamie, are you from the area? Are you are you a football fan?
Yeah, I don't really know enough about it.
He doesn't
but
like the Connecticut team.
No,
Yeah, there is no Connecticut team. We used to have a professional hockey team here like 20 years ago, but then they left. The Whalers. Yeah.
Didn't they go to Long Island?
Yeah. I don't know where the hell they went.
Where are you
The
from?
Long Islanders.
I'm from
The
Waterbury.
Whalers became the Carolina Hurricane.
I'm
Yeah.
from Waterbury, Connecticut originally, which is a city.
Okay.
Yeah, and went to like Catholic school there, and then and then my family moved to Wolcott, and then I had got married and bought a house here, and now I'm divorced and moving.
So
Very
you,
nice.
You're moving in with the boyfriend?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How long you been dating him?
2 years.
Okay, I think that's safe. That's enough time.
Yeah.
We were concerned. Yeah, I know that you were going to seek our counsel about whether or not you can move in with your boyfriend, and I think 2 years is enough time.
Yes.
We need to know what Robin thought about it.
Yeah,
Robin,
I'm curious. You went to Catholic school. What is Catholic school like in the States?
Well, there's nuns and priests.
Mm.
So you know, and you have to wear a uniform.
Okay.
And you have to take religious classes, religion classes.
Religion classes, studying the Bible.
Studying the Bible.
Okay.
Are you still are you a practicing Catholic now?
I'm Catholic. I don't go to church. I just try to follow the model of being a good person,
Yeah. I think
My
that's
one piece
important.
of hate mail that I've gotten from this show so far is because I made a Catholic joke. Catholics are very
Okay.
sensitive. It was a very light Catholic joke too. I made fun of the Jesus crackers. You know?
Oh Jesus, yeah. I think the Catholic organization is like the richest organization in the world. You know?
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, I've been to the Vatican. It's wild. Like, you should probably give some of that money away because what would Jesus do, right? Probably
Exactly.
not hoard wealth, from what I understand.
Right.
Yeah.
They might need it.
Doesn't it say in the Bible somewhere to like rid yourself of earthly possessions?
Yeah, it says something about it's easier.
Unfortunately, the
for
government is
Right.
taking that
Really
seriously.
So in the Catholic Church, I don't know, Robin, if you know this or not, but they go around like twice with like a basket. It's like a long handle and a basket
Yeah.
for donations. And they want you to be like registered with the church. So
Mhm.
they'll give you envelopes with your name on it and like a number, like your policy number, so to speak, or whatever. So like, you know, to have like, I have 2 kids, have them baptized in the church, you know, it's a big deal, right? So if I don't get the envelopes, I don't go that much, whatever, but I have, and things like that. And I'm registered with the church. They gave me a hard time because they couldn't track my money envelope because I would put just money.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. So you
You
weren't
know-
paying Jesus. Jesus needs more money if he's gonna.
That's the thing.
Jamie, here's what you have to tell me. You have to say, you remember that 500 grand you got anonymously?
Yeah.
Don't say it. You don't have to thank me.
Yeah,
Keep
exactly.
at it. I go by
We're like-
anonymous.
So I haven't paid enough money for you to pour magical water on my baby's head. Well, that seems
No.
fucked up.
I know.
Did you know that the Philippines? I think they're the most Catholic country in the world, ain't they?
Are they?
Mhm.
Close to them, yeah. So I also went to Catholic school, but I don't think it was as Catholic as yours. But like we did wear the uniforms, and we did have to like pray before every class.
Yeah.
I don't know if
What are you praying
did that
about?
as well.
The class?
Please, yeah. Did it help?
Yeah, no. Every time of the day had a different kind of prayer. So like before it was like if it was a prayer before lunchtime, it would be about receiving food. If it was a prayer
see.
when you're about
Was it
to
the
leave,
same prayer
then,
every
like,
day?
Similar,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mm.
You'd
know
memorize
what's
A lot
it.
of
crazy?
praying.
Yesterday we did a story about Scientology and how they have their own school system within Scientology, and I thought that was batshit crazy. And it never occurred to me that the Catholics do the same thing. But it's so ubiquitous that we're like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
Here's the difference. I think with the Catholic ones that they come out reading, and with the Scientologies they just come out not reading.
No. Well, they read Battlefield Earth.
You know what's funny? Like
funny.
I read something the other day, and they were like, yeah, you know, LeBron James started a school, and the kids aren't doing well. Did you think? I mean, like, I like LeBron James. Don't get me wrong,
I know.
but I don't think everyone was ever like, damn, I wish I could read like LeBron James, or I
Yeah.
wish I was as smart as LeBron. I said I wish I was an athlete like LeBron James, but I don't know about his intelligence level. And then when people were like, I want my son or daughter to go to Kanye's school.
That's right. He has a school.
What in the world's going on around here, right? Do you think is Kanye the pillar of intelligence? I don't know.
I just saw the other day that no one that's gone to LeBron's school has passed the state mathematics test in 3 years, which is can't be good.
But
right?
my question is, did they think LeBron was going to come up there in between games and be like, listen, children, gather around. What's 3 times 3?
Right.
I know.
I think LeBron
Like,
James
why
is a
even
great
get
guy,
yourself
but yeah.
attached to it? You know what I mean? Like if I was a billionaire and they were like, Rod, what do you want to help people do? I want to help them fight cancer. I'm not interested in schools because when the children can't read, they're going to be like, Rod ain't helping the children read. Rod was never going to help them read.
Yeah.
I know how to read. I don't know how to teach people how to read.
Right.
It's a weird gap in human cognition that we think if someone's good at one thing, that they're good at many things. Like when Michael Jordan was caught gambling, they're like, but well, he's only good at basketball and he's very good. It doesn't mean he's a great person. Like
He's not good at baseball either. I can tell you
No.
that.
But I hear he's a good
terrible.
golfer. But yeah, just because LeBron's great at basketball and he is, and he seems like a good dude, I don't want him to change the curriculum.
I don't know if he's going to be a good reader. I have no idea. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't know how to do math. You know what? At his level, he don't even need to do math.
No. It's the Elon Musk thing too. Elon Musk had one hit, and now he just keeps trying and trying. And it's not working. Twitter.
But the oddest one of them all was when Donald Trump had a university.
And he sold steaks. And he ran for president. Did you know he ran for
But
president?
here's the thing, I want to know: did anyone ever graduate from his university?
LeBron James.
They have a PhD from the Trump University. In what? BSing?
Can you imagine?
Imagine you had a BS, right? Imagine you had a BS from the Trump University. Yikes! What were you going to say? Sorry.
We're gonna have a guest on the show that went to Trump University. There's gonna be somebody.
I could find him.
The guy that did Kanye's mother's liposuction went to Trump University.
He might have been he might have been their first PhD.
Whoops, too soon. That seemed evil. All right, listen, we only have a minute left. Jamie, do you want to plug anything? Should anyone go anywhere? Websites, job? Does you want to send? We should maybe send you flowers on your first day at the new gig. What do you think about that?
Oh, well, that'd be nice.
A little welcome package.
Yeah. My LinkedIn has like my resume and everything on there. I'm open for any kind of opportunity.
Okay.
Or anything within that kind of, healthcare compliance, quality, medical review, any kind of assistance with any kind of malpractice
Okay.
cases or anything
Nice.
like that. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, guys. Listen, we another week in the books. A few hundred more of these, and I think we're gonna figure this thing out.
We'll have a few viewers.
We'll have a few viewers.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, America. We'll be back on
You know,
Monday.
it's a pleasure.